Okay, so this is the first in a series of videos about how to use Python. I have to say I am using a Mac, so some things are slightly different, but for the most part it is very similar regardless of which platform you're using. To begin with, I wanted to just do a very short video on how to download and install Python. If you go to, or if you search for Python 3 download, you should find the top hit is www.python.org/downloads. When you go to the website, you should be able to find. Actually, this website is pretty decent at detecting what sort of computer you're on. So for me, it's saying download the latest Mac version, and I can click and download that. It should download fairly quickly. It's not a massive file. And then what you're going to want to do if you're in what's going on? If you're in Google Chrome, you should just be able to click down here. Otherwise, you need to navigate to where it's been saved. But if you click on that, and then you follow through the steps, and these steps will be fairly similar regardless of whether you're on a Windows PC or you're on Mac OS X. So continue, agree, install, mine asks for a password, and it goes ahead and installs it. Now, nice thing about this is it shouldn't actually cause any problems if you happen to have this already installed or anything like that. You can install it as many times as you like, is sort of what I'm getting at. They do update it periodically, so it is worth installing it every once in a while. So even if you are sort of like a frequent Python user and you've used it before, it's not a terrible idea to go and install it again. So it typically takes a couple of minutes or so. Hopefully it won't take too much longer, otherwise this is a terribly boring video. There we go. Once it's installed, it will probably drop you directly into the file that it's been installed in, but you can see there that top one is idle. Now, you probably want to take a minute to work out exactly where this is. I know, for example, that this is actually inside of my applications folder, so I know how to find that. But if it's on a PC, you probably want to spend a moment just to work your way back through the file structure and figure out exactly where it's been saved. Alternatively, normally if you search for idle, you should find that version of Python. If it's on the school PCs, I know for our PCs at our school, it is slightly different. It's going to vary. It tends to be the technicians are a little bit worried about where and how Python is installed because it can be used sort of maliciously if it's not installed in a safe way. But on a home PC, it's probably going to be fairly easy to access, and that is definitely what you're going to search for, idle. I hope that's been helpful. Thank you very much.